Today I'm going to teach X-ray. So in my lesson today, I'm going to interpret X-ray spectra obtained from an X-ray tube and explain the characteristic of line spectrum and continuous spectrum including lambda mean in X-ray. So this is my today's learning outcome, number 1 and number 2. Okay, X-rays. What are X-rays, class? X-rays are electromagnetic wave. Okay, electromagnetic wave. That means if it's in the vacuum, they propagate by using the electric field and magnetic field, and if it's in the medium, it propagates. All right, so X-rays are electromagnetic waves with wavelength between 10 to the power of -11 and -9. These are X-rays. Okay, this is a modern X-ray tube which is to produce X-ray. Okay, I'm just going to look up this first, then I'm going to explain my way. Now, if you notice here, this is vacuum. This is a filament coat cathode. This is a cathode, which is a negative. Filament cathode, which is a negative. And then we have an electron, which is released from the filament cathode. And then there's a glass tube. And we have a copper anode. This is an anode, which is a positive. And then here oil or water, and then we have the target, which is a tungsten. Okay, when the filament is heated by current, there is one concept here. When filament is heated by current and flowing through it, thermonic emission occurs. That means here thermonic emission occurs. Okay, what is the meaning of thermonic emission? Thermonic emission is the emission of electron by therma. Okay, so current flows, electron from the filament will release the electrons, and the electrons will be escaped from the filament cathode. Okay, alright. So electrons are emitted from the cathode. First concept here, thermonic emission occurs. Second is the electrons are attracted towards the copper anode by the high potential difference. This is also a very important concept. Concept number 2. Okay, the glass tube is evacuated so that the accelerated electron can move without colliding with air molecules. And next one, the electron decelerate rapidly on impact with the target. Concept number 3. Okay, as a result, some of the kinetic energy is converted into X-ray. Okay, less than 1% of the total energy supplied to the X-ray tube is converted into X-ray. So out of 100% of kinetic energy, only 1% is converted into X-ray. The rest, 99%, are converted into heat energy. To prevent the target from melting easily, the target is made of heavy metal with high melting points. It's a fact, you have to know. Target is made of heavy metal, high melting point, such as tungsten. Oil or water is used to help conduct heat away. This is a fact that you have to know. Because of 99% is heat, only 1% is X-ray. Therefore, we need a oil or water to help us to conduct the heat. Okay, so let me explain here. Alright, the book says so. Okay, now we have a modern X-ray tube, which I'm going to simplify here. We have a filament, okay, which is connected to a power supply, and then here we have a target. Okay, what is the first thing happen is when the power is switched on, okay, current flows. Current flows. When current flows, okay, here thermonic emission will occur. I think everybody know what is a thermonic emission, right? Emission of electron by therma. Okay, alright, so electrons are released. So you see there's two different ways of emission. In X-ray, we study thermonic emission, the release of electron from the metal, okay, by therma. But in photoelectric also there is another way of emission of electron where we call it as photoelectric. Okay, so these are the two ways of emission of electron. Okay, the electrons are emitted class. So the electrons are emitted due to the thermonic emission. What will happen to the electron is, from the cathode, this is the cathode and this is the anode. The cathode and anode is fixed to a very high potential supply. Okay, so when they are fixed to a very high potential supply, when the electrons are escaped from the filament, the electron will absorb, or E word is given to the electrons. Electron will convert the E word to kinetic energy, half mv square, based on the principle of conservation of energy. Okay, so when voltage is supplied, okay, that means E word, electric potential energy, is given to the electrons. The electron will absorb E word and convert it to a very, very high kinetic energy, which is half mv square. Then this electron, which is moving with a very high kinetic energy, okay, before it happens here. So here we have one conversion here, which is E word equals to half mv square. Okay, this is number one conversion. Alright, so now when the electron, which is possessed a lot of high kinetic energy, is straight, it will start to move very fast. Very fast. It will move and hit on the target. Okay, it will go and hit on the target. It will impact on the target. So when it impact on the target, the electron, which is moving with a very high energy, suddenly comes to halt, decelerate, very high, very fast deceleration in a very short time, rapidly. It decelerates as it hits on the target. What will happen is that the kinetic energy will be converted into X-ray, which is HF, where HF is equals to HC over lambda, where the lambda is the lambda of a X-ray range. Okay, is the wavelength of an electromagnetic wave of an X-ray. Okay, so this is what happens. E word is given to the electron. The electron will convert it to kinetic energy, goes and hit on the target, and then it, because of the deceleration very, very fast, it will be converted into X-ray. Okay, so this is the famous formula in what happens in an X-ray tube. But the concept also says that out of 100% E word given to the electron, converted to 100% kinetic energy, only 1% of HF is X-ray. Actual truth, real, 1% is X-ray. The other percent of energy is actually heat energy. 99% is heat energy, which is Q. Only 1% is X-ray. Okay, so that is by fact or by concept. Then on top of it, if you want to study the concept of X-ray, we assume 100% of E word, convert it to 100% of kinetic energy, convert it to 100% of HF. So when we solve the question, we have to assume that every kinetic energy is converted into X-ray to understand the concept better. Okay, so this is what the concept is. So E word is equals to half mv square equals to HF, which is HC over lambda, and the lambda is the lambda of an electromagnetic radiation in the range of X-ray. Okay, so here, go back to the notes, what the note says. When the filament is heated by current flowing through it, thermonic emission occurs. So number one, this happens here. I don't want to go much on the thermonic emission because you have studied before. Okay, number two, the electrons are attracted towards the copper anode by the high potential difference. That means E word is given to the electrons, and the electrons will convert electric potential energy to kinetic energy, half mv square. That's why it says the word towards the copper anode by the high potential difference ranging from 10.4 to 10.6 volt between the anode and the cathode. The glass tube is evacuated so that the accelerated electron, another keyword here, accelerated electron can move. So E watt equals to half mv square. High kinetic energy means the electron are accelerating. Okay. Alright. The electron decelerate rapidly. The word rapidly on impact with the target. So with a high electron with a very high kinetic energy goes and hit on the target, it will decelerate very fast. Maybe it says it has maybe I give example only 10 to the power of 6 joule. Suddenly it goes and hit on the target, its final velocity is 0. So you see how it decelerate very rapidly, and some of the kinetic energy is converted into X-ray. So half mv square is converted to HF. Because here they use the word sum. Why? Because 1% is 1% is X-ray, 99% is heat. But when we use the spectra concept, we have to assume 100% to X-ray. Okay, so the whole entire concept here will be E watt equals to half mv square equals to HF. Okay, and E watt I'm going to put here to tell you that that's not V, that's to differentiate this V and this V, equals to half mv square. HF is HC over lambda. Okay, where we will go back to this more later. Okay, so that is about X-ray. Okay, this is part 1.